What is good, everyone, and welcome to our industry conference review. The 2025 TOPPS Industry Conference just happened yesterday and today. I just got back from Atlanta literally an hour ago or so. We just drove up from Chicago back here. And I'm going to give you guys a review of the conference, of all the product development information, and stuff that you all can take back with you and think about for the next, 8 months this year and into next year as well. But on top of that, I've got some sweet things to give away today for all of you. We have got a Frank Thomas autograph. We have got a Julio Rodriguez autograph. Boogie Fland, who played for Arkansas last year, and Tiffany Stratton, of course, who was there last night at the, kind of like dinner and stuff like that. But very excited to be here talking about the TOPPS Industry Conference 2025 with all of you. I'm going to go through basically what we post on Instagram. And we will then I'll answer questions if you guys have any questions with that. But I'll talk through my opinions on some of this stuff. I'll also add in some more information because you can only get so much on the Instagram slides before you have no more space and you all that stuff. So bear with me through this show. I did this last year. I actually did the same exact thing last year, I'm pretty sure. And we're doing it again this year. So who's joining us? How's it going? And yes, Mike, I am back. And who's ready to learn about some product information from the industry conference? Exclusive info here. You might have heard some of this, like I said, from our Instagram post, but I'm going to elaborate on that. I'm going to give my opinion on some of the stuff, and then I'm going to also share some other stuff that wasn't in, the slides that you guys saw on Instagram. Or if you didn't see on Instagram, if you don't follow us there, then all this is going to be new info for you. So why don't we start the show actually by doing a giveaway? So let me get our camera going here and show you all what's given away here live on Fanatics Live. Let me get rid of this for a second, and let me get rid of this too. All right, so we're going to start our first giveaway. We've got a Boogie Fland auto out of 15, a Julio auto out of 25, a Frank Thomas on-card autograph, and then I've got a little WWE pack here. I have Tiffany Stratton on-card auto, and then two of these packs right here, which I'll send to you as well, whoever wins the WWE. But let's start with the Boogie Fland, and we're going to do this in about a half hour total. So I'm going to go 5 minutes on these giveaways, and we're kind of run them through the show. So first one is Boogie Fland auto 15. We're going to put 5 minutes on it. I'm going to give away all this stuff that I got there. I'm keeping one thing, because guess what? I did pull a tennis card. Andy Murray red auto out of 5. Shout out to Max. Max, huge Andy Murray fan. And but yeah, so first giveaway, there's the Boogie Fland, and let's pull up our slides. All right, so we're going to just get it going right away, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Oops, wrong post. There we go. So pretty much the biggest news, I'd say, like the number one takeaway is that fully licensed football product will be coming in April of 2026. They said like March/April 2026, but I think it starts like right at the beginning of April. And that will be for the new rookie class. So if you imagine this year with Jane Daniels, Bo Nix, Drake May, and Caleb Williams, all those guys had autographs exclusively in TOPPS products. There weren't logos with them, obviously. They still sell super well because that's the only place that they can sign cards or that they do sign cards. But we will be having the new rookie class, meaning like Travis Hunter, Ginter Signers, Cam Ward, just that rookie class will get fully licensed cards with TOPPS rookie cards starting in 2026. Obviously, that's after the season ends. So they are holding the products to be released until they get the license. They're not going to release a full 2025 rookie class cycle without license. They decided to hold it until license starts. So I think we all like that. I think it's a good thing. I know that it's not during the season, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's better, I think, than releasing with the non-license during the season and then like kind of transitioning into half license, half not type of thing. But that is the biggest news. So personally, I have a couple thoughts on this. Obviously, there was like Mahomes contract announcements and Ginter Signers and Travis Hunter and stuff like that. I know that there's also been some announcements that, hey, they're not exclusive or, hey, they're only for a year. So we kind of got to wait and see like how those autographs kind of play out. And then the second thing is, if you think about this, like Panini will be making rookie cards of 2025 players, during the season. So that essentially is going to mean that this will be 1 year of competitive licensing. Like, I know it's not happening at the same time. They're not releasing at the same time. Also, Bucks are up 10 right now. It's good to see. But like, this is going to be a year of let's just call it like a rookie class of competitive product making for the first time since 2015 was the last time Topps and Panini made either a football, basketball, or baseball product licensed at the same time. 99% sure on that. So, very interesting. This is a good thing. This is a good thing right here. Chrome Rainbow Sync. I know a lot of people have complained about this over the years. Yes, was Cubby. And they mostly did that this year too. They didn't really, the Topps Chrome didn't release, football didn't release during the season last year anyways for like Caleb and stuff like that. So this is one of the biggest things as well. Chrome Rainbow Syncing, where like if a product, 10 is Topps Chrome has got a black out of 10, in the baseball and the Sapphire, you'll find the black out of 10. Now, this doesn't go for like every other product that they do. This isn't like across all products all the time, regardless of what it is. It's like, I think specifically the Topps Chrome brands are going to have rainbow syncing. The Bowman was not talked about with this. So, Wiscubby, don't get ahead of yourself and say that now of, the black side 10, so the rose gold and Bowman. I don't know that. I'm just sharing that Topps Chrome rainbow syncing, kind of using like I know it says Chrome. It's kind of like the Topps Chrome brand. So we'll see. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But from what I heard, Topps Chrome rainbow syncing. That's good. Dual Logoman autos. This post was put out before Topps actually released the image that we saw at the event, which was in Acuna and Tatis dual Logoman patch autograph 1 of 1 in 2024 Dynasty. 2024 Dynasty has not released yet, obviously, and we're into the 2025 baseball season. 2024 Dynasty, I do believe, is the last product release of the 2024 cycle, last one or two. I don't know if there's there's one more. Topps Inception's coming before Dynasty, I think. So that's going to have like the first milestone relic autos, which are great cards. What's up, Mac D's? What's up, Bruce D? So dual, can you guys see all this? Maybe I should shrink this bottom screen here a little bit. I think I need to shrink this just a marginal amount. Maybe it's cut off. Okay, so the dual Logoman autos are coming indeed to Dynasty, which is the first thing for Topps to do that. Kind of seen that in a lot of basketball products, obviously. Immaculate does that a ton with dual Logoman autos, but it's nice to see it with baseball. Wishlist, Churio, and Yelich dual Logoman auto 1 of 1, please. I don't know the full checklist for that, they didn't say. New Ginter Signers, they have Keenan Thompson, Drewski, and DJ Khaled were the 3 big ones that they announced. But yeah, Wiscubby, I assume that Inception is a later release because of the milestone relics, the first base hits. It depends on obviously how many rookies they're including. I don't know. Oh my gosh, someone just killed Miles Turner. Got fouled. All right, I got focused. Sorry, guys. Bucks are playing right now. Super early playoff game. Oh, Mike with the giveaway win. Mike with the gold auto giveaway win of Boogie Flan, excuse me. Here, Mike. So those 3 are the big Ginter announcements that they made. Jams, I do have information on that, and I'll show that after this last slide. And then we've got Premier League starts June 2025. So Topps Chrome Premier League, Royalty Premier League, which should be awesome. I'm super excited for that as a Chelsea fan. It's been a bit since I really had a new chase for Chelsea cards, but I think Royalty Cole Palmer auto is something I definitely want to find. And then Pristine Premier League as well. So that starts June 2025. They said for the 25-26 season. So that would be for, they said 25-26, but I mean, I guess do they know who the rookies would be next year? Like, I will have to see. All I know is that they can start releasing products June 2025 for Premier League. And now I will elaborate on some of these sports because I have more information on some of these sports. I will also list another giveaway, and then we will answer the question from Jam. So first of all, before I start to elaborate, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and give away this Frank Thomas. And any questions you guys have as we go, like feel free to ask. Jams just asked them. I'm trying to answer them as we go. So this is a Frank Thomas on-card autograph, 5 minutes on the clock. Unfortunately, I did not get to meet Frank Thomas. I couldn't go until Monday morning. I was at the College Football Hall of Fame. So I couldn't go until Monday morning this year. They do like the first meet and greet on Sunday night, and this year is Frank Thomas on Sunday night. But I still got to bring the autograph back, so we're going to give it away to you guys. So someone's going to receive that. The Frank Thomas, let me get the screen back up here. I'm going to kind of click through this to represent each sport and just see what other notes I have. This was all happening so fast. I was trying to take as many notes as I could. So when it comes to baseball, I'll start with baseball. So helixes are going to be, actually this is all sports. This is kind of back to like the parallel syncing thing. So helixes are going to be like the Topps Chrome case hit across all sports, all products. and they're trying to lead into that as like an SSP. Obviously, those are really hard to hit in certain products. I didn't pull one baseball one last year, and I opened a ton of Topps from baseball. They're really hard to hit. There's gonna be, I think everyone saw this earlier that this was announced before the conference, but like the gold relics of the MVP, Cy Young, Rookie of the Years from 2024. Those players will have those, Logoman and where they're gonna wear them throughout the season. So like Ohtani and Judge and Luis Heel and Paul Skeens, and then who was Cy Youngs again? Garrett Cole and Blake. Was it Blake Snell? I can't remember. Okay, but either way, it was Tarek Skubal. And no, it was Skubal? I can't remember. Either way, point is that those cards, the announcement was that they'll be in 2025 Topps Chrome. So Topps Chrome updates are going to have like the debut patch autographs. Topps Chrome is going to have these gold, like very limited Logoman of these players in that set. So then in Topps 5-star, they're going to be doing award-winning season relic autographs. So like if you're Aaron Judge, you're going to have multiple patches from different games where he did different things throughout the MVP season, patch autographs, that type of thing. They're also going to be doing commemorative patch cards for Willie Mays and for, just Willie Mays, but for the Giants and for the Mets. The teams I guess Giants, moved to San Fran, whatever. But Giants and Mets, New York and San Francisco will have these 24 patches from this past season that they had on their jerseys. And it will have both like Giants player and Willie Mays on the card, and that reminds me a lot of the Bill Russell Flawless. So the Bill Russell Flawless set when all the NBA players had the Bill Russell patch, and they put them in the Flawless cards. That is pretty much what they're doing here with the Willie Mays stuff. I also missed replying to who asked about Platinum Anniversary. Jams Comics, are you still here? I'm sorry about that. I learned today for the first time ever, I didn't know this, they only produce Platinum Anniversary on an odd year. So 21, 23, then 25 this year, but for this rookie class, so there won't be a 24 Platinum Anniversary. I didn't know that. I actually never knew that. I think that maybe they made 22, but maybe they said that they're going to be going to odd years, Tinky time. So maybe I misread that as they did release 22, but they are planning on doing every other year now. So I got some basketball info next as well. So that wasn't included in the main post to start. I'm just trying to get through this baseball stuff quick. One of the big ones is going to be, I know it was awesome last year, Tinky time. One of the big ones was in 2025 Transcendent, they're going to have full World Series game used patches from their jerseys from the World Series game and like booklet autograph cards. If you think of like Opulence basketball back when they made that with the championship logos from like the Warriors and the Cavs and stuff like that, those, in my opinion, especially if you're thinking Dodgers or Yankees, obviously from this past year, imagine like an Ohtani with the entire World Series 2024 patch autograph and it says what game it's from. That will be easily some of the biggest cards to release in Transcendent. I know Roosie's already thinking about that right now. And then there is a lot more bat knobs coming this year that are customized. So there's Roosie. He says, "No, I don't want that." He's like, "I'm just happy with the World Series." Okay, so there's a lot more one-of-one bat knobs that are customized that are coming. Everyone saw the Charizard one with Evan Longoria, I'm sure. There's going to be a lot more like that. And then there's also going to be ones that have got like their 2024 Series 1 cards that they use throughout the season. So like Christian Yelich is going to have one, which is sweet. Jackson Merrill, Bobby Witt, many other players. And that pretty much wraps up the baseball announcements. There's new soccer sets like Reverence coming, which is high-end 3 cards per box. And then Champions League Definitive, which I'm actually very excited about. I love Definitive for baseball, so it's going to be sweet. Bowman U Football is going to have new signers coming up this upcoming season, of course. Bryce Underwood from Michigan, who's going to be a freshman, star, supposedly. Obviously, he was a big name in the recruiting circuit. Went from LSU to Michigan, decommitted. Diego Pavia will get a first Bowman. Sam Levitt, Lenore Sellers, and Kevin Jennings are among the other big quarterbacks. But the big update for Bowman U Football is that they will be shifting Cody with the Frank Thomas. Cody with the big hurt. By the way, Cody, I met your shop owner, your local shop owner. I met him, and he said, "I know you because of Cody," or whatever. And I said, "That's awesome. It's Cody's sweet." Congrats, Cody. The big news about Bowman U Football is that they're targeting releasing in late August, early September. So that's a huge change. We didn't even get Bowman U Football until December this past season, which was super late. Previous years, like end of October. that's a huge change, and that's a big, good change, is that's supposed to release late August, early September. So that's awesome to hear. And then the NBA license, I'll jump to NBA quick next, is that NBA license actually starts earlier than NFL. So who was talking about the NFL? I think it was Otano asked that. I don't have a slide for it, but NBA fully licensed starts in October. So like October 1st is like the projected start date. Of course, it might not be October 1st for the first one, but they're doing TOPPS Flagship. They are doing TOPPS Chrome, TOPPS Finest, Cosmic Chrome, Diamond Icons. There's a Dynasty basketball releasing at some point. Yes, there'll be early flags coming out, Kaplan Cool, for NBA licensed rookie cards from TOPPS and licensed autographs as well, rookie cards from TOPPS. That will start in October. There is an interesting set that's like trying to transition with TOPPS with the basketball, where I think they'll have like kind of an overlap with some products released that are non-licensed, and then there's going to be 2 high-end sets that will come out from the same rookie class, 24-25, that release after the license starts. So there'll actually be licensed like Dynasty and Diamond Icons right away, which could be pretty crazy. So think about like a Logoman of LeBron James auto in there. That I would assume likely will be a card, a LeBron Logoman patch auto, 1 of 1 from the Lakers, licensed. I'm assuming. I wasn't told that. And I think that they did already announce at the NFL they will be doing that. I think that they announced that at one point. I don't think that they announced that for NBA. They did not mention that at the conference about NBA debuts. I don't know if they're able to start that this early, although I'm sure that they're obviously wanting to do that for Cooper Flag. Maybe they just haven't wrapped it up yet. So we'll see. And yes, Yelich has been doing really well recently. So, I mean, bounce back from injury. Last year he was first in batting average before he had to have the back surgery. He had a 920 OPS and was first in batting average, then had to have the back surgery. That was tough to watch. So I saw a question about UFC. I didn't get a bunch of notes on UFC because it was all happening so fast, but I know UFC and WWE, they are continuing with like the royalty, and the UFC one, honestly, I don't have as many notes on as I probably should. But WWE, I know they're introducing a couple new sets, and they're doing debut patch autographs for like Raw and what's the other one? SmackDown. There you go. I'm not as good at remembering the combat sports stuff, although I know there's people out there who are publishing info on it. Okay, next up we're going to give away is going to be this Tiffany Stratton auto and 2 packs. There's a 1 number card per pack. They're from the WrestleMania event. So let's give away this, and let's throw 5 more minutes on the clock. So that I got these for meeting her last night. I got the auto and then got the packs. I didn't open the packs, obviously, but I did hear that the back of the card is the numbered one. So I'll show it to you so you know when you get it. But Seth freaking Rollins is a pretty solid name. And then Tommaso Ciampa. So I don't know what the number it is. Maybe it's a 1 of 1. But we're going to be giving those away right now. I'm going to keep going. No problem, guys. What else? I have another one here. So this is the big one to talk about, guys. Entertainment cards. This was pretty much, I'd say, everything announced. Like, there's a lot of good stuff for baseball coming. The soccer stuff is nice for the Premier League, and obviously the licensed football and basketball products are going to be huge. The entertainment products was probably the most like different than what we've had for other stuff yet. Tons of non-sport announcements. There's a lot of actor autos coming soon. So if you guys opened, X-Men 97 Finest, they had voice actor autos for the people from the show. If you open TOPPS Chrome Disney 2023 and 2024, they're all facsimile autos. And everyone was like, why isn't Tom Hanks signing this Woody card? Yada, yada, yada. Well, now they have the U.S. license that they can make Disney, Pixar, all that stuff, Marvel, whatever they want to. There's so many more opportunities. So here's a list of names they previewed that will be signing in upcoming sets, and I'll show you the upcoming sets that they might be signing in. Tom Hanks is signing as Woody, and I heard a rumor that Tim Allen is also signing, and possibly we'll get a dual auto of the 2 of them, which will be a big chase card for myself and others. Will Smith, Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, Billy Crystal, John Goodman, which I saw has a dual auto preview as well. It's Mike and Sully. Julia Louise Dreyfus, sorry if I pronounce these wrong. Jude Law, Christopher Walken, Lee Jung-jae, Jason Momoa, Orlando Bloom, Halle Bailey, and Keke Palmer are just some of the ones that they previewed. So there is going to be a lot of actor autos on the way, which is totally different because Topps hasn't really gotten into that side of it yet with the Disney Pixar. Obviously with Star Wars they have because they've had the license for so long, but so many new names are available now. Like a Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman dual autograph will definitely sell for multiple thousands. I'm sure that Tom Hanks and Tim Allen would at the start too. So you're like, where can I find all these autographs and where can I find new Disney and Pixar and Marvel products? And here are the products that we'll be releasing and maybe more. Thank you to Cards32503 for that. This is such cool info. Well, thank you for watching and supporting. And 2 minutes left in the giveaway for the Tiffany Stratton auto and then the pack. So that giveaway is live right now. So Disney is getting 4 new products: 2025 Topps Mint Disney, 2025 Disney Wonder, 2025 Disneyland 70th Anniversary, and 2025 Disney Vault. I hope that the Disneyland Anniversary has got like some like ride cards and stuff like that, more like park related. That'd be pretty cool. And then the Topps Disney Vault. Admittedly, we didn't really see preview images in all these Pixar and Disney products. They didn't really show us preview images, so I can't really relay what they're going to be like. I just know that these are coming. So those are 4 Disney ones. And then they're doing Topps Pixar Gold, which I'm very intrigued with. They had the Pixar Gold insert set in 2024 Topps Chrome, so I'm sure they're going to take that a step further. And then Topps Toy Story 30th Anniversary, I'm the most excited for, along with one on the next slide. I will be opening a lot of Topps Toy Story 30th Anniversary with you all here. I hope the design is sick. Supposedly, it's a new design. It's not a finest design like they did for X-Men. It's going to be a new design, I was told. I asked. Star Wars is getting a couple new releases called Topps Mayo Star Wars. Mayo, I don't know how to pronounce it either, but I'm not even really sure what that means. And then 2025 Topps Smuggler's Outpost, which is, I think, at Galaxy's Edge in Disney World. If I remember, that's like what the gift shop is, like the big gift shop there. I mean, I know Cubby will be able to tell me that. And then Stranger Things is getting finally a 2025 Topps from Stranger Things. A legit Topps from Stranger Things on-card auto set is what I think the preview images looked like of Millie. So that will be a really good set that I'm excited about. But the one I'm most excited for is 2025 Topps from SpongeBob 25th Anniversary. That's right. I grew up watching SpongeBob with my brother religiously. Like, our humor to this day is based off of SpongeBob, for better or for worse. And there is going to be insane cards in there for myself and others who love SpongeBob. There's a Doodle Bob Superfractor in there. That was the one card they previewed from the set. It was a Doodle Bob Superfractor, and I think it's going to be awesome. I know not everyone's going to want it. Not everyone's a SpongeBob fan, but I want it, and others who are like me will. And my brother will too. I'm sure I already texted him about it. But Marvel, it's going to be awesome. Marvel's going to have Topps from Marvel Studios. Sounds like it's going to be like kind of like a Star Wars set where they have just like, you know, from more stuff. You know, with Star Wars, they do a lot of like multi-show, like they had all the different shows and all that different movies, all that stuff. You're going to do Golden Anniversary, which I think is supposed to be more maybe comic book related. I'm not sure. It says 1975 Marvel Golden Anniversary. 2025 Topps Infinity MCU Phase 1. And then 2025 Topps from Deadpool, which is a very niche set. Oh, awesome. So Mayo is a Japanese word, means like honor or something like that. All right, thank you, Otano. And then Topps Marvel the Collector, which once again, I've not seen preview images from any of those. There was a preview image of a Miles Morales card, I think, or a Spider-Man card. Don't remember what set is from, what it looked like. And then Dune is going to get a Chrome set as well. So they've really stepped up the entertainment game with all these actor autos. Bulwer and Alaskan Bullworm Superfractor. Congrats to Maynard's Cards for getting the Tiffany Stratton and for the 2 packs. There you go. Congratulations. Aren't you a UFC person? Maybe like WWE too? I'm going to start the giveaway for the last giveaway we have here, guys. So we're going to be giving away this Julio Rodriguez auto out of 25. Julio auto out of 25. I'm going to put this one on for 7 minutes, and I'm going to wrap this up and also take questions to end it here. So I think that this is pretty much all that I had from a post standpoint. Like to share. They're going to be using a lot of movie prop stuff. There's going to be a lot of different stuff like that coming. I can speak to tennis, Daniel, so I'll speak to that soon. F1 is getting new 1-of-1 Dynasty gold bars and diamond autos in F1 Dynasty. So not too much F1 announcement other than, you know, on-card Lewis autos, which they've already shared on their Instagram. But, okay, so now to questions. So we got about 7 minutes for questions, guys. Just literally put any questions in the chat, and I'll try to answer. Tinky time. You're totally right. There was a preview image of Han Solo that was anime. So I think that that's what it would be. Yeah, an all-anime set. Will there be 2025 tennis? There will be. I don't know to what extent because they didn't share all the products like they are for other ones. I did talk to them though, and they are definitely looking to make 2025 Topps Chrome a great set. Topps Chrome tennis. Obviously, 2024 Topps Chrome was not the best, but 2025 Topps Chrome, they are trying to push to make a great set. So I'm very excited about that. Obviously, we have royalty coming in 2 weeks, which I'm dying for, and you guys are too. Yeah, thank you, Miami Vice, for watching. I appreciate that. Yeah, so you won the Topps, the red rookie. So I don't have that in the presentation, but I'm sure that some of you guys saw us on Instagram. If not, go to Topps and watch their video on Instagram. It breaks it down very easily. In Bowman this year, there's going to be rookie cards with red logos on them, and those red logos, you'll be if that player that you have the red rookie logo for wins the Rookie of the Year, you'll get like $100 in Fanatics cash, which you can buy boxes with, buy clothing with on their website, whatever you want on their website with, or you hold it, they win MVP. I think it goes up to $300 if they eventually win MVP. If they win a second MVP, it goes up to like $500. A third MVP, it goes up to like $700. It counts for Cy Young too, MVP or Cy Young. And then the last step is if they go to the Hall of Fame, eventually it'd be $1,000 that base card would turn into Fanatics cash. Actually, a really cool idea. Obviously, you gotta wait pretty long to see if someone makes it in the Hall of Fame. So maybe throw it in a binder if you think that one of those guys will make a Hall of Fame. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool concept, and I don't know if they're doing it for all sports. I know they obviously started with baseball. I would imagine that if it's successful, they look to bring that into stuff like basketball and football. And then also another big announcement was that basketball have MVP buyback starting in October as well, or like that. I don't know if it's for next season or what, but I think they'll announce that more about that. But basketball buyback will be coming. SpongeBob autos, they didn't give a whole lot of preview on SpongeBob. All I know is that's going to be SpongeBob Topps Chrome, and it's going to be all about just the SpongeBob universe. And I saw the Dual Bob Superfractor. I'd imagine they might have a couple voice actor autographs like they did for the 97 X-Men, but I can't say for sure. Any other questions, guys? How much time we got left on this giveaway? And then we're going to wrap it up. We got 4 minutes left. So, V-Friends, any updates? So, the V-Friends Chrome set is releasing 1 week from Wednesday. So, 1 week from tomorrow. So, we'll have our spots going live for that probably the next couple days. Guys, just keep in mind, I was at the draft on Thursday and have been basically nonstop traveling and events since then. And I will be trying to get the Bowman Baseball and the Topps Chrome V-Friends live in the next 2 days. I'm going to push to get some of it done tomorrow, depending on how long Topps Chrome Black takes. Maybe I can get one of the two listed, and then hopefully by Thursday they're both listed. Obviously, I'll send out texts, and make sure that if you're not subscribed already, I'll put it on the screen now. Subscribe to our text message by texting JOIN. All you got to do is text the word JOIN to 888-425-1089. You will get notifications. You'll get listing notifications for all of our future breaks. Text JOIN at 888-425-1089. MacD's cards, I don't want to speak to that because I obviously don't run their operations, but I don't think there should be any changes just from my own insight. So, yeah, I don't think so. But I once again, I'm Slabstocks. I'm not Topps. So, any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Any other questions at all? Please lay them on me. We've got only a few minutes left on the show. We're going to give away this Julio Rodriguez, and then that will be the end of the show. I hope you guys enjoyed the giveaways. We got 2.5 minutes left, and I hope you guys enjoyed all the info. Let me just see if I missed anything here on my list. Nothing of that note. Tinky Time, it was not about their e-commerce website. It's more about obviously like how we as shops and breakers interact and what type of products we can bring to the table. So I'm not exactly sure on that. I hope so, KJ. I love that. I love that. Musetti and Menchik would be a dream final for me with my cards. Yeah, no problem, guys. Keep asking away. No, Zverev is not him. Zverev is not him. He's so passive. He's so passive, and he's not going to be number 2 anymore for very long. He has to win. He has to defend his title at Rome to stay number 2, even with Alcaraz not playing, which is likely at this point. And, yeah, that was nuts, too, dude. The entire city plus Mike, no. There will be no other fandom. You think I'm going to cheer for the Cavs just because Dame tore his Achilles, which is sad? Yeah, Portugal, too. I'm sure that there will be F1 activations in Miami and Austin and Vegas like they had last year. I'm pretty sure every race they had something. They didn't speak to that though. This is mostly about products and ways that shops or breakers are doing events with the releases and stuff like that versus like more like the in-person stuff that maybe like TOPPS will do or TOPPS works with partners on. Like we did the US Open thing, like that stuff wasn't really like part of the main event. Okay, guys, any other questions? I do have an update. Where are my Bowman U people at? Bowman U best basketball should be like a month, is what I was told. So, we did have an update on TOPPS Rip Night. So TOPPS Rip Night is going to happen once a year now. Miami Vice, not twice a year. And it's going to be happening in the springtime each year. So they did the one this year. They're going to be doing a national or like a big basketball event, like an in-person basketball event stuff for all shops come the new license release. That is, I don't want to say like replacing Rip Night, but that's just like the idea behind it is to do one Rip Night a year now and then do like they're doing it this year, at least the basketball. I don't know if their plans are to do more like different kind of sport events to join that. All right, guys, our Julio Rodriguez is 1 second away from being given away. Who is going to get our Julio Rodriguez? Who is going to get our Julio Rodriguez? Wiz Cubby with the W. Wiz Cubby with the W. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. All right, guys, just going to give you some last updates here as we sign off. Tomorrow morning is TOPPS Chrome Black release day. I'm going to rest up. It's been a long 5 days for myself, and but that doesn't matter because tomorrow I'll be here ripping TOPPS Chrome Black baseball. We just did the industry conference review. Watch it back if you missed it. The replay is going to be available. I'm going to post it on podcast, and it'll be posted to YouTube too, I think. I'm going to try to get all that up by tomorrow. And then Thursday, we're back with tennis. TOPPS Tennis is returning on Thursday. And we'll figure out where to go from there. But Sunday will be our Insider Show number 4. So if you like what we just did right now, we're going to do more of it on Sunday. Papa Slabs will be here with me. We'll be doing more giveaways. We'll be ripping deal breaks. Sign up for our text message to get that deal break. Text join at 888-425-1089. And you'll have a text for upcoming breaks. Bowman Baseball, V-Friends Chrome should be live in the next 2 days max. Hopefully tomorrow, some of it. I'm excited for tomorrow. I know Aaron is too. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. And have a great rest of your night.